everybody. I'm Jennifer Hayden. I know this doesn't look like a very professional setting for my video today, but that's okay because this is what my real life looks like. And yeah, I do have to make my videos in my closet because it's the only place where I have 3 doors between me and the rest of my family, and they still may come busting in or call in the middle. It's totally fine. So you are under frequently asked questions, and you're on frequently asked question number 8, which I love it. It's, wait, how do I use these oils again? And what safety information do I need? And it is very timely for me to be doing this for you because my children, let's say child, my 16-year-old needed a review of this very recently because she thought she was a phenom. Not so much. Okay, basics out of the way. If you don't remember, but I feel like you do, there are 3 major ways that we use essential oils. Aromatically, so smelling them, which affects the mood. It helps purify the air. It can get rid of smells. It can make great smells in your home. It can purify the air of environmental threats and open airways. Lots of great things can come from aromatic use. Topical use of essential oils is actually applying them to the body, okay? That's the topical use. Now, this just makes sense. You know where to apply it, where if you are having an area that needs attention, an area of discomfort, or if you're looking to boost mood or your immune system, the bottoms of your feet is always what you're going to hear. There are no hair follicles on the bottoms of your feet, so it's very easy for oils to absorb straight into your system that way. Your chest is a great place. Pulse points are some of my favorite places, and over my heart. And just, again, areas of discomfort, like if your back is hurting, or along your spine, to just get straight up and down the nervous system right away. So the third way that we can use essential oils, and we'll talk about this a little bit in the safety portion, is internally. So this is suggested for children ages 6 and up, and it can promote some really great things with the digestive system and the gastrointestinal tract. It can support liver function and detox, and just provide overall cellular support. So let's break it down so that you can get the most out of using your oils in these ways, okay? And do it safely. So aromatically, one of the most common ways to use essential oils aromatically is with a diffuser. So you know that doTERRA provides diffusers, and they're fantastic because not only do they add a wonderful aroma to the air and help purify the air, they also can humidify the air and add moisture to the air. So that's often very helpful for people. If you don't have a diffuser, guess what? That's totally okay because you can put a drop or 2 of oil in your hands, rub your hands together, cup it over your nose and mouth. I always try to stay away from my eyes because I don't like the fumes going in my eyes. And just breathe deeply. That's the same thing as a diffuser. You're just getting it more directly. In fact, you will also see me do another form of aromatic use. You might see me in the pickup lane with a bottle of oil, roller bottle, or just a straight bottle of oil, just smelling it straight out of the bottle. All of those aromatic uses will give you the benefits, especially mood benefits, air purifying benefits, opening of airway benefits, that diffusing them in a diffuser would. So when you're using a diffuser, what is the rule? I get this question all the time. How many drops? I really like to smell it, but I think I'm using too much. Well, you probably are because I probably am too. But the rule of thumb is 5 to 6 drops per 100 milliliter capacity of water. So it depends how much water your diffuser holds, and that will tell you about how many drops. So 5 to 6 drops per 100 milliliters of water. And really look at the diffusers on doTERRA's site. Some of them cover a much larger area than others, so you've got to think about what room are you going to use that diffuser in, how much square footage are you hoping to cover with that diffuser. Take those things into consideration. Another way that you can use essential oils aromatically is through sprays. So you can use a glass spray bottle, or there are several higher grade plastics, and I'm sure it's going to be listed in another post. But I know it has to be a 1 or a 2, and I think peat has to be on the bottom, or HPA, or something along those lines. Go look for it. It tells you. doTERRA has a continuous mist spray bottle that's fantastic. They've got the 30 milliliter spray bottles that are great. That's like with their hand sanitizer, their On Guard sanitizing spray, and their Tear Shield spray actually comes in. You can buy those bottles and make your own. And then you've made a really great spray for your home to freshen a room, or to freshen maybe the upholstery if the dogs have been there. Linen sprays. You can use that all different ways. And again, those are aromatic ways that you are getting the benefits of essential oils, and you're using natural things instead of toxic chemicals to make your home smell great and get rid of stinky smells. Now let's talk about topically. Topically, one of my favorite ways is to use roller bottles. So you can buy really great 10 milliliter roller bottles straight from doTERRA. So if you need like 6, I think they come in packs of 6, just totally buy them from doTERRA. They're high quality. They've got a metal roller ball on the end, and you just put your oils in and then fill the rest with a carrier oil. So that dilutes the oil that you're using. So it's not like you're pouring an entire bottle of Balance in there and then you're just rolling Balance straight on your skin, okay? But it allows a little bit to go a long way. You can buy 5 milliliter, which are really tiny roller bottles, which are great for make and takes or to give to someone as a little gift. 10 milliliter roller bottles are from doTERRA. You can even go online and find 30 milliliter roller bottles. But rule of thumb for all of us, and I tell everyone this, no matter what, you should be diluting every oil, no matter how sensitive or not sensitive your skin is. It's just a good rule of thumb to always dilute, okay? Because you don't want to have a reaction to an oil that you're not expecting. But also, it allows 1 drop of oil to go a lot longer. 1 drop of lavender has the same effect whether it's just in one spot or you're able to cover a much larger area with that 1 drop. So starting out, try 1 drop of essential oil to 5 drops of fractionated coconut oil. And I'll talk about that in just a second. But like that's a carrier oil, something that will help it to spread over a larger area, and it will allow it to absorb quickly into your system, okay, rather than evaporate. Now, fractionated coconut oil is available from doTERRA. It's the only carrier oil that I use. My son is allergic to coconuts, and he's also allergic to like everything in the world, and he has no problem using fractionated coconut oil. I believe it's just been heated to such a high degree that the protein compounds that he's allergic to have been broken down. So if you have a child who's allergic to coconut, maybe do a spot test on their skin, a very small spot test to see if there's any sort of a reaction. But we've been very lucky, and like I said, we're highly allergic to a crazy number of things. But fractionated coconut oil has no aroma. So no, it doesn't smell like coconuts. It actually, when you add the essential oils in, that's what you're going to smell, or the essential oils you're adding, and you're not going to smell coconut. It has no color. It's clear. It stays in liquid form all the time, and it doesn't stain, which is great. So until I knew my son wasn't allergic to the fractionated coconut oil, I was using olive oil for him. But we were staining lots and lots of things, and it smelled like olive oil. I mean, it just did. So fractionated coconut oil is really great. And again, it helps oils absorb, cover a larger area before they evaporate. And you can buy a pump for your fractionated coconut oil straight from doTERRA as well. It's super helpful, and I mean, it's dirt cheap. Please get yourself a pump, and you just move it from bottle to bottle. Whenever this one's empty, move to your next bottle and take the pump over with you. Unscented lotion is another great way that I will help dilute oils and cover a larger area of my body. Because I don't buy scented lotion anymore, I'll just use doTERRA's unscented lotion and add a drop of whatever oil of the day I want to smell like. And that's been fantastic. Diluting and using oils topically comes extremely important when you're dealing with oils that are hot. And I'll talk a little bit more about hot oils in a second. But oils like oregano and clove, thyme are very, very hot. Like, they can chemically burn your skin if you don't dilute them. So when you're diluting those, you should at least be doing 10 drops of a carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil to 1 drop of those hot oils. No question on that. Please remember also, when you're using oils topically, all citrus oils, maybe with the exception of green mandarin, I'd have to look it up, but just assume if you're using a citrus oil topically, citrus oils are photosensitive. When you use them on your skin, it makes you more likely to get a sunburn if it's exposed to the sun. Or say you got in a tanning bed. Don't do that, please. And it will very much cause a reaction. You may blister, you may burn, had the worst sunburn you've ever had from using an essential oil and then going out in the sun. So you need at least 12, probably 24 hours between using it topically and going out into the sun. If it's covered, that's not a problem. But if you've used it over a large part of your body and you're going to go out into the sun, be very, very careful because those oils are photosensitive. All right, let's talk a little bit about some safety things about topical use. You are not going to put essential oils in your eyes. No, don't do it. Don't even get them close, because if you do, you're going to just pray that the sweet baby Jesus takes you home right now. It's not fun. And please remember, oil and water do not mix. In fact, oil dries deeper when you add water. So should you get an essential oil in your eye, you need to use a carrier oil. So fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, canola oil, whatever oil you have around, or like milk, something with a high fat content, to rinse it out of your eye. And we've done this in my home, and it's totally fine, but please don't use water. Don't get essential oils in your eyes, and if you do, don't use water to rinse it out. Don't ever put oils straight into the ear canal, and don't ever use them straight up your nose. Okay, so those are just some basic rules of safety you should know. And internally, we talked a little bit, I said that yes, some oils can be used internally. And I meant to grab a bottle and bring it, but I don't have it. So I have pictures that I will post under this. If you are unsure if you can use an oil internally, you need to look it up. And first you can look at the bottle. If the bottle says supplement facts, and it has the word supplement facts, you're good to go. If you look at the bottle and all you see are ingredients, and then there will be a line that says for aromatic and topical use only, don't use it internally. It's not meant for internal use, okay? So be very careful about the oils you're choosing. And I've got a really great tip on how you can figure that out. So I'm going to post a dilution chart for topical use of oils. That'll be underneath here. And I believe one of the pictures actually came from an ebook that I'll have a link for as well. Okay, so when it comes to safety, and you're just thinking, I don't really know that I'm doing this the right way. I don't know. How much do I dilute? Can I use it internally? I'm just not sure. Here's the first place I want you to look. Okay, you ready? Mamacita? Okay, here's your product guide. If you turn to page 9 and 10 in your product guide, it's every single essential oil. And it's going to list right out here to the side if it can be used aromatically, topically, Oh, can't use that one internally. Nope. And then the next column is skin sensitivity. Can you use it neat without dilution? That means it's very gentle. This says you can. What's my rule? Always dilute. So dilute it a little bit at least. Okay, so it's going to tell you which ones. Ooh, there's some sensitivity. There's a hot one. You better dilute it big time. All right? So this is going to be a great resource for you for what you can use aromatically, topically, internally, and how hot the oils are for dilution. For the blends, it starts on page 33, and it does the exact same thing. It shows you Aroma Touch. It's typically used for topical. You can use it aromatically. I know there are several diffuser blends you can use, but it's mainly topical. It's not internal, and you can apply it neat. Rule of thumb, always dilute. So these are a fantastic, just quick resource and reference that you have, and I have a link for that as well. So you can just look on that if you don't have a product guide near you. But what you really need to do and have at your hands, you need to have some really great reference books that give you the information and empower you to have the information right there in front of you, okay? So, like the skin sensitivity and even more specific uses. So you know the basic uses of Breathe or the basic uses of lemon. Maybe there's a lot more you need to know about them. And I guarantee that there are. So how do you know what oils to use? I'm feeling this. How do I know what oils to use? That's where reference books are going to come in. All right, I'm going to show you some of my favorites, okay? Advanced Oil Magic is a really great book. So it goes through all kinds of great information on how to use essential oils, different ailments, single oils and how they're used, oil blends and how they're used, our supplements. And I really like that it has protocols. So it gives you some ideas of what oils to use, but also for how long, what duration you need to use them for. So Advanced Oil Magic is a great book. The Essential Life, it's another great book. Same situation. It goes through the single oils, oil blends, all kinds of different situations in your life that you may be looking to support with essential oils. This is one of my favorites because it's been with me for so long. Essentials of the Earth. This is the 8th edition. I think I've had it since like the 3rd edition maybe, or 4th. But it's basically a little encyclopedia where you can look up an oil, or you can look up an ailment, or you can look up an emotion, and it gives you very specific ideas for how to use those oils and how to use oils to support yourself. If emotions are a huge part of your reason behind using essential oils, I highly recommend this book, Emotions and Essential Oils, a reference guide for emotional healing. Great book. Okay, so what else can you get? How else can you empower yourself? Get some apps on your phone. You can get the doTERRA Drop app totally free. You can get an app that is like carrying this book around called EOE Books. It's in the iPhone App Store. You can also get one that's like carrying this book around called The Essential Life. I'm going to say this wrong. I always thought it was Drop Lily, but it's not. It's Drop LII. That's also out there. They're great apps for sharing, for looking up suggestions, for looking up specific oils or ailments. It empowers you to make good decisions, and it gives you really good safety tips as well. What else can you do? In this group, look at the left sidebar. Yeah, down the left-hand side. There's a little box that says search. Whatever it is that you're wondering about, headaches, tension, stress, depression, an oil that you don't know what to do with. I don't know what to do with cilantro. Type it in. Anytime it's ever been discussed in this group, it's going to pop up and you can read what the question was and what all of the answers were. It's super helpful. If you can't find anything in the search bar, ask the question in this group. That's why we're here. We're here to help you. We're here to help each other. Okay? Follow doTERRA. Follow them on Facebook. It's doTERRA Essential Oils. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on Pinterest. You will learn so much. They have science blogs. They've got lifestyle blogs. It's super duper helpful. Take a look at the website pubmed.gov. Published medical journals, straight from the government. You can look up an essential oil and an ailment, or an ailment and essential oils, and see real medical journal articles that are going to either support or not support the information that you're looking up and looking to hopefully support. So I think knowledge is power, and I'm all over pubmed.gov on a regular basis. Go to doTERRA's website, click on log in, click on resources. Go to their media. You're going to find presentations. They're just PowerPoints, but you can learn from them. You don't have to use them as classes. Just learn from them. Go to literature. You're going to see brochures for all kinds of their products, magazines, ebooks, flyers, forums with frequently asked questions, things that you're asking right now. Everybody's asked them, promise, and you can find them. You can go to the Discover tab. Go to Discover Solutions. Literally, you can choose a wellness topic, and it's going to tell you all kinds of products that are going to support you in that wellness goal. Look at the Empowered Life webinars. Flat out, my favorite, you'll have to look through the archive. It was August of 2017 or 18. I'm not sure. Back to school issue. Blew me away. Blew me away. Still does to this day. Go to the blog section. There's a lifestyle section that literally says, how do I use essential oils in my life? And then there's the science. I'm a science nerd. I want to know all about it. And no, live chat and doTERRA, calling them. These people are super helpful on all fronts. I promise. They're not going to be rude to you. They're going to be very helpful. And I want to tell you this too. If you don't know how to use something, ask. Nobody wants you to buy an oil or a product that you don't know how to use. We want you to feel empowered to use them and to use them well for yourself and your family. And if you know the answer that someone posts up, answer it. When you teach someone else, you learn it even better yourself. And then you won't even have to come and watch me talk over here. You'll be like, how do I use my oils? I know how to use my oils. Okay, guys, all kinds of information and graphics will be posted with this video, so I hope that you had a little bit of fun with me today. And if not, sorry. I do my best. Bye, guys.